You know, we could sit up and talk about a lot of different things that we see in this world: sin, abomination, wickedness, evil spirits, etc., etc. You know, a lot of people always ask me, JT, what do you think the devil's biggest trick was? You know, a lot of people will say making people believe he didn't exist. But my answer, excuse me, is twisting the word. The biggest thing, catch me on this, y'all. The biggest thing that I see that's the problem is ignorance. Not knowing and not wanting to know. What he said in the book of Hosea, my people will perish for the lack of knowledge. Let's let that sink in for a minute. That's why I'm using this title. Ignorance is a killer. Generation after generation after generation, ignorance, ignorance, ignorance. And we can even add in there a lot of it is stupidity. But ignorance, not knowing. Yah said, my people will perish. If you think about it, how many people keep blaming everything on the devil? The devil this, the devil that. But when you break it down, I know it ain't but a few people gonna understand this. One of the biggest problems is ignorance. How many people truly study? He said once again, my people will perish for the lack of knowledge. So if you don't study the word, you're ignorant. You don't know. And that's why so many people missing out on their blessings because of ignorance. A lot of us don't know who we are because of ignorance. A lot of us, brother P.P. Jones, can't live the life that we need to be living for the Most High because of ignorance. Perishing for the lack of knowledge. It's amazing how many people, and I'm not talking about everybody, of course, but so many people who say they love the Holy Spirit but won't study His Word, but they'll believe traditions of men. They'll go to church, but ignorance is a killer. Not knowing, not knowing, and not wanting to know. You know how many people I deal with, man, but I don't want to hear all that. I don't care nothing about the knowledge of the Holy Spirit, that Bible, that you reject the knowledge. And that's why we've been messed up for so many generations because of ignorance. My people will perish for the lack of knowledge. Everything we need to know is right there in the Word. Oh, I just felt that. Right there in the Word. Ignorant. Too ignorant to pick it up. Well, Jay, I just don't want to know. Everything is too confusing. I'm tired of trying to figure this walk out. I'm trying to understand this and understand that. Perishing. And we all know what it means to perish. I refuse to live my life in ignorance. See, one thing about ignorance, you can come out of it. When you don't know, you just simply don't know. I went into the beauty supply house with my wife yesterday, and there was this lady that came in there looking for something. But the lady that worked behind the counter, she don't know. She was like new. And she told the sister that walked in there, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. And the sister was like, you can't show me nothing. You call me when the such and such come back in here. It wasn't that she didn't want to help the sister. She didn't know what she was talking about. She was ignorant. But then as she told me as we walked out the door, I'm gonna find out exactly what that lady wanted. So I made it fun for her. I said, you just ignorant of her. You didn't know. You're not in here every day. You just ignorant of what she was looking for. I don't know if it was some kind of whatever it was. I'm using that as an example. Not knowing. But the question is, how many that don't know really want to know? Or will they stay in ignorance and perish for the lack of knowledge? That's all I'm going to say in this video. Ignorance have messed up so many. It's a killer. Spiritually. And if you ain't careful, physically. Shalom.